and really target the weak link, I should say. So this first one is very easy. You're just going to lie on your side with the painful side up towards the ceiling. Support your head with your hand just like this. I want my body pretty much in a nice straight line. My hips, my knees to my ankles are going to be stacked. Let's take our knees and slowly bring them upward towards our chest just like this. From there, I'm going to tighten my core during this exercise to build support, and then I'm going to take the top leg and straighten it while keeping it in line with the bottom leg. From there, I'm going to take my foot and turn it inwards, taking the toes down towards the floor as much as we can. Once we can't go any further, I'm then going to keep my leg straight and then lift up as much as I can, taking the heel towards the ceiling. The more that you go up, the more that you're going to feel the glutes fire, but more importantly, you're going to feel that tensor fascia lata right in the front part and the side of the leg right here start to fire. Really focus on feeling that. Once you do, you're going to hold this one comfortably for about 5 seconds. And then from there, you're going to slowly bring your leg down. Try to fight your weight right here. It's another good style of an exercise. But I just come down, take a breather at that point. On the next repetition, I try to build into it even more. I can do this one 10 to 15 times. If you feel like this one's a little bit too easy, you can take it to the next level by doing a kicking motion. So turn your foot inwards, lift up, and then take your leg forward as much as you can. You'll feel a ton fire around that TFL. Again, a 5-second hold. You're just going to relax, and you can do this one 10 to 15 times, just building into it just a little bit more. Next, let's focus a little bit more on the glutes. So this one's pretty similar, but what I'm going to do is take my leg, or I should say take my foot inward, raise my leg up like this, and then take it backwards. You're going to feel a ton fire around the buttocks. Hold this one for about 5 seconds. You're just going to come back, relax, and then you can repeat this one 10 to 15 times. And afterwards, if you want to make it more challenging, you can throw in another set or two, but I do recommend that whatever you do on one side, to switch to the other to keep them both in balance. A main function of the iliotibial band is to stabilize the pelvis, hips, and legs, and also maintain posture through movement. So let's help take a lot of stress and tension off that IT band by building stability in those areas. These are known as star taps. I'm going to start standing. If you have a lot of muscle weakness or balance issues, I would recommend doing this next to a wall for extra support. But start with very good upright posture. Place all of your body weight on one foot. Whatever side that you're putting all of that weight, slightly bend the knee until you feel the hamstring and the back of the leg start to fire, and also the glutes. During this exercise, we want to keep our toes, our knees, and our hips in a nice straight line. We don't want to go out or in. It's all about control and stability. I'm going to take my hands, place them on my hips, tighten my core for a little bit more support. So the other leg is going to go straight. I'm going to reach out with my toes and then start to tap. Again, keeping this knee locked and straight ahead. You'll really feel the muscles start to fire in that bent knee side. I do this for a couple seconds and then just go off to the side and repeat. You're going to keep working your way backward, kind of like an arc, going off to your side and then working your way all the way back until you can't go any further. When you can't go back any further, just come back up like this. I try to do this for about 2 to 3 sets. You're going to notice that one certain spot, like let's say right here for me, going right into this position, is the most challenging. Either I have a lot of weakness, a lot of pain or tightness. I try to throw more repetitions in at that point and focus on the weak links. If this becomes too easy, you can make it more challenging by putting a squatting motion in there to further strengthen those muscles. So what I'm going to do this time around, instead of keeping my knee locked, I'm going to squat downwards like this. And you'll notice that it becomes very, very challenging. So give this one a try and go through all of those motions again. If you feel like one spot is just very challenging, needs a little bit more attention, throw more repetitions in at that point. If you want to focus a little bit more on the glutes, you can do what is known as a standing fire hydrant. And you're going to see here just in a second why it's called that. So let's get back into our original position. I'm just going to put all of my body weight on one side, slightly bend that knee, but the other leg is going to go bent at 90 degrees. And I'm going to abduct or take my leg away from me like this. The more that you go up, and you might want to do this one next to a wall, you can see that I even have a little bit of a balance issue with it, is just trying to take that leg up as much as you can until you feel that glute start to fire. I hold this one for about 5 seconds. I just come back down like this, take a breather, and then I'm going to repeat this one up to 10 times. If you feel like you have a little bit more energy, throw in another set or 2. But I do recommend whatever you do on one side to switch to the other to keep them both in balance. This exercise is known as the twisting reverse lunge. It's going to help lengthen and strengthen the tensor fascia lata, hip flexors, and the gluteus maximus muscles. All of those muscles responsible for stabilizing that IT band. This one we're going to want very good upright posture while standing. Take your hands, press them together, kind of like a prayer position, and tighten the core for a little bit more support. The movement is pretty easy. I'm just going to step backwards, lunge down like this, and then twist my body towards the knee in the front. In this position right here, you're going to feel the glutes on the front leg right here start to fire, and then you're going to feel the hip flexors right here in the front part of the leg, and also that TFL really activate with that twisting motion. Really focus on feeling it over this area into that TFL. I hold this for a second or 2, and then I'm just going to come back up just like this, and then I'm going to repeat on the other side. You want to do this one nice and slowly for about 10 repetitions on both sides. If you feel like you have a little bit more energy, you can throw in another set or 2. If the exercise has helped, please support the channel by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.